Hello guys, welcome to today's video whereby we'll be talking about matters fasting. What is intermittent fasting? It is entirely or partially abstaining from food for a set amount of time. It does not specify which foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. What are the different ways of doing intermittent fasting? Number one, we have the alternate day fasting. This is whereby you fast from food 2 to 3 days in a week. Number two, we have the 5-2. And this is whereby you eat normally for 5 days and then you fast for 2 days and you cut down calories. For women 500 calories and for men 600 calories. This can be set days, example Wednesdays and Fridays, but the days can be altered depending on one's preference. Number three, we have the time restricted eating, and to be honest, this is my favorite and what I'd highly recommend. Best example of this is the 16-8, and this is whereby you fast for 16 hours and then you eat within an 8-hour window. We also have the moderately aggressive, and this is whereby you fast for 20 hours and then you eat within a 4-hour window. During these fasting periods, you can take your liquids, and this is water, your sugarless coffee or green tea, but there is no eating of food. And then we have the 24 hours fasting. This is whereby you do not take any food for a whole complete 24 hours, but you're allowed to take your water. This is what we call the aggressive. I would not recommend you to start with 24 hours, but I'd recommend you to start with even 12 hours because many people popularly know that you have to start with the 16-8, but no, you can start with fasting for 12 hours. And the best example is if you took your dinner last night at 8 p.m., you do not have to take anything until the following morning until 8 a.m. You can also go on decreasing your feeding window until you can be able to comfortably fast for longer hours. Now that you know what intermittent fasting is, why will you want to do it? Some people do fasting for various reasons, and one of it can be for spiritual purposes. But aside from that, medical scientists have endorsed intermittent fasting and eating less as part of a healthy living. With intermittent fasting, it helps in controlling conditions such as obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes type 2. How intermittent fasting works is, after going for longer hours without eating, your body exhausts its sugar stores and starts burning off excess stored fat. Based on medical research, some of the benefits of intermittent fasting include: number one, improved blood pressure. We also have weight loss, and we also have diabetes and heart disease prevention. But let's dive deeper. When we don't eat for a while, several things happen in the body, and these include your insulin levels significantly drops, which accelerates fat burning. When it comes to weight loss, many people do intermittent fasting to help them lose fat. And why intermittent fasting is so important when one wants to lose weight is because you end up eating fewer meals. And also with intermittent fasting, it changes the functions of hormones and cells. As long as you do not overeat during your feeding window, it's a guarantee that you're going to lose fat. When it comes to diabetes, intermittent fasting helps in reducing insulin resistance and also lowers one risk of getting diabetes type 2. Diabetes has become one of the most common diagnoses in the recent decade, and one of its main attributes is high blood sugar levels, also known as insulin resistance. Interestingly, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce insulin resistance and also lowering of blood sugar levels. If you're enjoying this video this far, kindly give it a thumbs up so that it can be able to spread to more people. Thank you. When it comes to heart health, more and more research has shown that with intermittent fasting, it helps in improving one's heart health, and this is through lowering one's cholesterol. Another benefit is autophagy. And what is autophagy? This is the recycling of all damaged cells and microbes. The removal of waste materials from cells may help in preventing some of the diseases, including cancer and Alzheimer's disease. Last but not least, intermittent fasting may help in extending your lifespan and help you live a longer life. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting helps in extending one's lifespan in a similar way as continuous calorie restriction does. Given the known benefits of intermittent fasting, it is safe to say that intermittent fasting will help you live a longer and healthier life. Personally, I've been practicing intermittent fasting since early 2020 and I've been enjoying the benefits so far. I try to fast for 20 hours every day, and I try to take my meal or my last meal, that is dinner, before 8 p.m. or latest 9 p.m. and I break or take my first meal at 2 p.m. or even go for longer when I do not feel hungry, and that means like I can even fast for 24 hours. I've also been able to fast even past 36 hours or up to 3 days. And some of the benefits that I've reaped with intermittent fasting include, number 1, weight loss, and number 2 is my ulcers reversal. So you too you can start slow with the 12 hours or even the 14 hours as you continue reducing your feeding window, and for sure after doing it for some time you're gonna really reap results. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Kindly leave me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe if you still haven't. I'll see you on the next one.